Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and today we're taking a look at this week's Sunday preview. This video was sponsored by CMO Games. More on that later. Sunday preview, a little something for everyone. After the barnstorming pre-order of Kill Team Hivestorm opened yesterday, you'd be forgiven for thinking that we'd be taking a breath, but not so. There's a bumper stack of pre-orders coming next week, with release for Warhammer the Old World, Blood Bowl, Necromunda, and Warhammer 40,000. Alright, so there's a little video right here, but we're going to take a look at the full article. So first we have for Warhammer the Old World, Chaos Knights, Chariots, and more. A second wave of warriors from the Chaos Wastes are descending on the Old World, headed by Thundering Chaos Knights and Chaos Chariots. These heavily armored juggernauts are swiftly followed by waves of light Marauder Horsemen and packs of vicious Chaos Hounds, while ranks of howling Marauders charge towards the enemy lines, chanting praise to their dark gods. The Knights, Chariots, and both sets of Marauders each come with a new sheet of 621 Chaos transfers to get your Reavers looking the best under the watchful gaze of the gods. Alright, so we have the Knights coming back right here, and this does appear to be the new kit. And then we also have the Chariots, which has the alternative build as the Gorebeast Chariot. And then we had the Marauders on foot. Some pretty bad models, especially when you consider the new Dark Oath models are just absolutely amazing. And then we have the Warhounds. And then finally the mounted Marauders, which are actually pretty nice. The horses on this kit are some of my favorites. And overall, these things still hold up pretty well. Alright, and then we have some Necromunda releases. Lady Haera in the Sthenian-pattern hunting rig. Chased from the spires of High Primus by Lady Credo and her rebellion, Lady Haera Helmwar was reunited with her brother Tomino at the gates of the Hive Secundus and set off into the Underhells in search of an ancient and powerful spire suit. Now equipped with the mighty Sthenian-pattern hunting rig, she stalks the halls of the Secundan Abyss, slaying Malstrain Genestealers and wayward gangs alike with her twin Power Spear and Phase Sword. So I'm pretty sure this one's going to be coming from Forge World, but no specific mention. So this should be in resin. And then we have Hermiatus, the Second Son. The original Tech Priest biologist Hermiatus was the reckless tinkerer responsible for unleashing the first Genestealer into the depths of Hive Secundus. And though he was quickly purged once his crimes came to light, a strange echo of his identity now persists in the Gestalt psychic consciousness of the Malstrain. This horrifying facsimile of Hermiatus haunts the Underhells at the behest of a Malstrain patriarch, meddling with the Genestealer's DNA in an attempt to spread the contagion far beyond the bounds of the Abyss. So again, I'm assuming this one is coming in Forge World resin. It does look like, based on the actual cloaks and everything, that this is going to be a resin model. Alright, and then we had the Malstrain Coalescence. As one of the most horrifying creatures encountered in the ruins of Hive Secundus, the Malstrain Coalescence is often the last thing poor gangers see before they're torn asunder by the fearsome psychic might. The psychic champion of the Malstrain gangs is every bit as lethal as it is disgusting, floating above the rubble with twisting reality with its own unique weird powers. So again, I'm assuming this is coming in resin. No particular mention from Games Workshop on these though. Alright, and then we have the Malstrain Alpha. Let's give him a hand. It's the Malstrain Alpha. As the name suggests, the Alpha is the apex of the Malstrain hierarchy, with the natural exception of the Patriarch, and even its existence is subject to scant rumors from traumatized survivors tearing from the Secundus Abyss. Tales tell of a quicksilver beast with monstrous strength and razor-sharp claws, and its mane is so downright horrifying that all the strongest of minds shatter simply from looking into the dark alien eyes. So I was originally thinking this was coming in plastic, but again, no mention of this, so I think we can assume that all of these are probably going to be in resin. As typically Games Workshop tends to lean in on the characters in resin, as opposed to like the kits in plastic. But we will see when the prices come out officially tomorrow. Check out that video.
Now a quick message from today's sponsor. CMO Games has been selling Games Workshop products online for over 20 years. They carry the full line of Games Workshop products, including Warhammer 40,000, Age of Sigmar, Necromunda, Blood Bowl, paint tools, and more. Almost all Games Workshop products are priced at 15% off MSRP. CMO Games takes pre-orders for most Games Workshop products released at their earliest date possible. 12:01 a.m. on Saturday, they go live. Most of these pre-order products are also priced at 15% off MSRP. CMO Games offer free shipping in the US 48 with an order of $50 or more. Their customer service is top-notch and they ship most orders within 24 hours. Visit CMOGames.com using the affiliate link in the description and let them know that you heard about CMO Games from Warhammer Man. Now, back to the video.
Alright, and then for Blood Bowl, we have the Chaos Dwarves. With the collapse of the NAF, the authority that banned them from the Blood Bowl leagues, the Chaos Dwarves have returned with a vengeance to bulldoze the gridiron in a storm of fire, fury, and irrepressible hatred. As a dark and dangerous counterpart of the regular dwarf teams, Chaos Dwarves embrace the violence and cunning of their murderous patron Hashut, and can regularly be found breathing fire, stabbing backs, and causing all kinds of mayhem at the line of scrimmage. So very cool. We saw these previously shown off. So we got a bunch of like Hobgrots and then the Chaos Dwarves. We got your markers, your tokens, your footballs, all the cool little accessories. And then we also have the Chaos Dwarf Bull Centaurs. Some particularly blessed cursed chaos dwarves are mutated in the form more befitting to the Father of Darkness whims, forging their sturdy upper halves in the legs of rampaging bulls. Teams from across the Darklands embrace these towering brutes with open arms and now enlist as many as they can for their unmatchable blitzing prowess. So the actual Chaos Dwarf team will be coming in plastic, and then these guys will be in resin. Pretty cool models overall, and definitely looking forward to the Chaos Dwarves coming to Age of Sigmar. And then we also have Zzharg the Unstoppable and Zzharg Madeye, a couple of characters for the Chaos Dwarves. With a well-entrenched history of pitch brutality and wild-eyed madness, it should come at no surprise that the Chaos Dwarves field some of the most popular star players in the modern history of Blood Bowl. The Zzharg the Unstoppable is a singularity destructive bull centaur responsible for millions of gold pieces in pitch side property damage. While Zzharg Madeye hefts a blunderbuss that we're assured is 100% only for launching the ball, he promises. And again, these will be coming in Forge World resin. And then we also have the Dwarf dice set, team card pack, and pitch as well. So all the accessories to put the Chaos Dwarves on the Blood Bowl field. And then we also have Spike Journal issue 17, which is going to contain all of the rules for the Chaos Dwarves. And then moving over to Warcry, we had the Twistweald, the corrupted Sylvaneth Warcry band, up for individual sale. And then we have the Teratic Cohort for the Osiarch Bone Reapers, again up for individual sale. And then we also have the Ravening Gnarl Oak, again for individual sale. And the Briar and Bone set is still very much available. So if you are interested in multiple of these items, there's definitely a nice discount to be had just picking up the Briar and Bone set over the individual components. As we know, Games Workshop tends to price the individual components pretty high, but the actual box sets tend to have a nice discount. And then we have Above and Beyond coming over from Black Library in hardback, ebook, and MP3 audiobook. And then we also have The End in the Death Volume 3 coming out in softcover. And then we have Carcharodon's Outer Dark coming in audiobook. So very interesting. They specifically mention in the title of this article, Old World, Blood Bowl, Necromunda, and Warhammer 40,000. And this article released like almost an hour after the normal time. And we do not see any Warhammer 40,000 items in this set. So there's a bunch of individual models that were only offered in the box sets, or box locked as we like to refer to it. So I'm assuming it was probably something like that. And for whatever reason, last minute they got pulled. If there were editors at Warhammer Community, probably just missed that little note in the beginning here. But very interesting. Definitely seems like something is missing. But lots of cool stuff for the Old World, Blood Bowl, and Necromunda. A couple of audiobooks from Black Library. Going to be a nice little week off for me as I'm waiting on the Kill Team stuff to come. Let me know what you guys are most excited about, what you're going to be picking up. Always like to hear back from you in the comments. And as always, special thanks to CMO Games for sponsoring the channel. Check out the link in the description to save 15% on most Games Workshop products. That's it for today. Warhammer Man Studios, I'm Warhammer Man. And let me know what you think is missing or what you'd like to see coming. And I'm out of here.